So, our daily challenge for today is Melting Remnant as our main clan, Hellhorned as our secondary clan. Our mutators are 2 for 1, Hollow and Musical Chairs. 2 for 1, each time you draft a card, gain a second copy. Then friendly units enter with Heartless, and finally shuffle the position of all units in the train after combat. So, Musical Chairs, not that great with Molting Remnant because they often care about the order of the units quite a lot. On the other hand, oftentimes you just want units to die, so musical chairs might not be the worst. Hollow is definitely not a problem for this combination, while Melting Remnant does have some healing capabilities. They can usually just circumvent that with reforming their units, and Hellhound doesn't even have any healing capabilities and mostly relies on armor, so Hollow is not a big deal. 2 for 1, I don't really like it. It is, in my opinion, a small drawback because it's harder to control the exact composition of your deck with 2 for 1, but it does have some benefits, especially with consume cards, which you usually don't mind getting a second copy of. So let's jump into the run and see what we can find. Wicklash, Fletchling Amp, and Crushing Demise. Okay, I don't mind the Fletchling Imp at all, that's a very good card. Wicklash, not that excited about it. And Crushing Demise depends a lot on what we find. Oh, so as our first option we get two insanely powerful artifacts. Flicker Slicker basically means energy is much less of a problem for us, and Winged Steel is a lot of card draw. So out of these two, I think, considering that we are paired with Hellhorned, which have access to some very expensive powerful cards, and we do have imps already in the deck, as well as of course drags, I think Flicker Slicker is the way to go for now. We do not currently have a way to reform units, but we do have Wicklash to apply additional burnout, so the burnout stats, high stats Reactor Flicker would work out, the burn bright path. But I'm also looking at this reform with the imps, which is quite appealing, but I think the better way to go is burn bright. So we have the high stats and have an easier time with the first few battles, and probably we will rely less on the imps for the time being. This is a pretty good start. Yeah, let's just kill this bottom floor, deploy Reactor Flicker, increase the burnout, and then we can play Trade Steward on one of the other floor to maybe Sniper Collector for us. What do I want behind Reactor? Probably a Train Steward and a Drag, so I'll play the Drag against the Collector. And we can even save some damage here by playing the Fletchling Imp. Now this guy will go to the backline next turn. Reactor Flicker being in front, it doesn't really matter. We just have a bunch of power on this floor anyway, so we have a guaranteed buff kill no matter the order. As long as we don't play Crushing Demise. Okay, that was a very easy first combat. Definitely not Purifying Cleanse, considering that we have Hollow. We do already have two Wicklashes in the deck, so if anything I think I would take Hello Drippings, but to be honest I don't think it's really all that necessary with the Wicklashes. We should be fine. A lot of our cards our units, which will not go back in the deck once we played them. So we will draw our Whiplashes constantly. Yeah, big expensive cards would be nice. This is a very interesting pick. I don't see anything but imps right now. So it definitely looks like this is gonna go the direction of an imp reform build or something like that. And I think the strongest imp out of these is probably Fletchling Imp, although I wouldn't mind having a Welder Helper. I think I will go with Fletchling, though. We already have two of them in the deck, but I think it's a very strong effect to apply Rage to every single unit on the floor. Yeah, draft would definitely benefit a lot from that. I could go for a Hellhorned unit. We already have a good target for Endless with one of these Fletchling Imps in theory. Spell upgrades are less useful right now because we do have only these two Whiplashes which we really care a lot about. Maybe the Crushing Demise, but probably not. Hey, Mystery Machine! Thank you so much for the sub and welcome to the channel. Enjoy your emote in chat. I guess I will look what we can get from the Hellhorned banner. Now, we do already have 4 Fletchling Imps, so we can't really turn down the ranged brutes, right? Let's see if we can find multi-strike for one of these brutes. And then we just go with a ridiculous amount of damage on them. Actually, let's put Rage 7 on this guy, because Rage 7 for him is plus 28 attack, with multi-strike plus 56 damage a turn. Sure. Let's upgrade the other deranged brute as well. Not gonna reroll here for the chance of small upgrades, more small upgrades. But I think I will remove a train steward because right now with the 2 deranged brute and all these imps, we do have a little bit of a capacity problem. Yeah, that was definitely a huge power spike with these deranged brute. Armor 10, I think we should be totally fine with our deranged brutes and imps. That's a pretty good hand. Let's just go with it. Let's just roll with that. I don't think I usually have that powerful of a board on turn 1, but especially not on this fight. I am making sure to kill off my own imps whenever I can, so I do have space for more imps. I do want to try to get the imp in the front line next turn, so I play it here in the back line. We didn't get that, but we didn't need it either. Okay. This is starting out pretty strong. None of these really appeal to me. We don't really have the room for tombs with all these imps and things. And these tombs are not even that exciting. And it looks like we are going away from burnout-based strategies and heading more towards rage-based strategies. Speaking of rage-based strategies and expensive cards with Flicker Slicker, let's take some Ritual of Battle as well to complement our imps. I don't think we really need more units right now. So, artifacts, anything that increases rage, anything that interacts with imps would be great. So we do have a lot of artifacts that are really good for us. So I think I will go to the left side here, just in case we find one of the amazing artifacts we could have. These are not the ones I was looking for, but I guess we can benefit from a lightstone casing. Only on the Ritual of Battle though. I think I will skip for the gold. And none of these. Maybe a paraffin thug wouldn't be terrible, but I don't really want two of them. I mean, Ritual of Battle, what do we really... Whoa. What do we really want from a Ritual of Battle? We want double stack on it, maybe cost reduction, but mostly we will be going with the Flicker Slicker for that instead. Yeah, I can copy something 5 times here. Probably not a good idea to use it on Ritual of Battle, but... Is 9 Fledgling Imp too many Fledgling Imp? Let's do it. We do have Flicker Slicker. We do want these imps to die every turn. We want to play them on front. And I do want extra capacity right now. Yeah, the Drex definitely don't need to be around any longer. This is a bit annoying. First hand bomb on the bottom. I can see us reliably killing Daedalus during flight, so I will try to set up the deranged brutes on the second floor and actually use Ragdoll Flicker on the bottom floor to help keep everything clean, so we can actually take swing at Daedalus from time to time. Maybe Train Steward should go on the top floor for now. I do want the option to play more units here to kill backliners. It's 23 damage, we will survive that. And this is quite a lot of damage to Daedalus. These imps will kill the backliner here, so we will have... we don't have to worry as much about these guys dying. We did not get a Whiplash, huh? It's a bit unfortunate. Still some damage to Daedalus at least. Definitely want to keep playing imps here. I do want a chance for this imp to go to the front line, so I will definitely play them not in the front. And play another imp here on the bottom floor. This is a bit unfortunate. I do want to save these deranged brutes, so I will play Dragon front here. Five. We'll kill the imps, then 5. Yeah, we can't stop these guys here on the bottom floor. That's pretty much impossible with the constructed explosive here. So I guess we have to stop them on the top floor, as well as we can manage. Daedalus goes to the middle floor, which is great. We can potentially make the Ritual of Battle be free. if we play Crushing Demise here, then we can place down an imp and a second imp on the floor and get a lot of extra damage onto Daedalus. Yeah, having this one drag alive right there was a bit of a problem. Especially because now we can't even kill Daedalus on the bottom floor because we only have an imp as our only unit. That is slightly annoying. But we will get a kill here without any damage taken at the very least. Oh my god. Can I have them all, please? This is nuts. I think it has to be the Transcend Imps. I mean, One Hornstorm with Flicker Slicker and these brutes, yeah, powerful. But Transcend Imps are with 9 Fledgling Imps in the deck? Yeah, I want it. And it's even 2 Transcend Imps, which is even better. So let's go for capacity, because we need to play these imps out. I wouldn't mind some armor, so we can actually keep our deranged brutes alive a little better. Card removals, unit upgrades, that's all we need right now. Let's make an endless Transcend Imp. I wouldn't even mind just damage for one of, just health for one of the deranged brutes, but I think we can do better than that. Then we remove these train stewards because we have so many imps to play, and now it's even more important that we play the correct imps. That we play the fledgling imps every time we can. Let's go with the burnout flicker. He can still be of use in protecting our powerful imp brute floor. Even though now he's much less reliable with all the cards added to our deck. These drags can take the other floors and search for Collector. I would like to play both deranged brutes on the bottom floor, but more than that I want to play some imps here. I think one deranged brute will be enough to deal with anything this combat could throw at us. Not the endless one yet, but still good to play. I do want to play these out just for the Transcend Imp. And here's our endless Transcend Imp. Our flicker doth burn out this turn. I do want the Transcend Imp to be replayable next turn. I will just use a Train Steward as a front line. That wasn't a great placement for that Train Steward, but it shouldn't matter that much because we kill on the first turn and our Transcend Imp protects us. Ah, I love this deck. Oh, engulfed in smoke. Now we have the defense we need. Honestly, these rage cards are pretty okay, but you know, we don't really need them. And Flame would be fine with the armor in addition to some rage. March of Shield would be fine because we can cancel out the musical shares. Rage Serum would be fine because it consumes, but I think I want the March of Shields. It is the armor I'm looking for. Um, it does help with unit order in case any of these give us trouble. I don't think we really want any more unit upgrades right now. We do want the removals though. We do want the removals badly. Spell upgrades, yes, now that we have engulfed in smoke. Holdover or double stack on them would be great. But removals. Dupe the Endless Transcendium? Yeah, but there's no chance to dupe right now. That might be later on. There's another Merchant of Steel here. This is one of the few opportunities we have for a Merchant of Magic, so let's go that way. Let's actually look at the event first. Trapdoors versus Steel Pulley Claw. I don't think we need any of those. We have plenty of damage to kill anything anyways. Consume removal, we don't have anything with consume. Cost reduction. Honestly, I don't really want to reduce the Ritual of Battles because if most of our other cards are playable, we can just use Flicker Slicker to play them. I will cost reduce one of the March of Shield. And I do think I wanna... Now these torches are actually useful to kill the imps, so maybe not. Double stack on the Engulfed in Smoke seems like a pretty good move. Cost reduce one of the torches so we can use it to kill our imps easier. And then I will actually remove the final Train Steward. Just so we have a higher imp density in our deck. This guy has sweep, but he only has 8 attack. So yeah, not a big deal. Our brutes do have a decent amount of health after all. I could set up both brutes at the bottom, just let Rector die. I don't know about that. I think one brute at the bottom, the rage one especially, should be enough. There's our Endless Transcendium very early on. That is great to see. We do need to protect this deranged brute, so... So much rage! I should have played the engulfed in smoke first, actually. Not that it really matters, because I can just torch my Transcendium here. Now we have 5 turns of stealth. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good amount of damage we're dealing here. Holdover on double stack smoke. It's probably not necessary. Yeah, probably not necessary. I would rather scale our offense instead of our defense, so we can kill flying bosses quicker. I don't think we need any of these. These are the wrong imps. We don't really benefit from a lot of energy. Card removals here, maybe dupe the Endless Transcendent there. We can dupe the Transcendent later for a very similar effect. But I think we don't really need card removals that much. There's still a few cards I want out of this deck, but not that many. Yeah, let's go to the event, and like the pyre health and the shop are useless to us, so here we actually have a bunch of potentially useful cards. Final boss is thereafter chased. Nope, I don't want to dilute my deck with any of these weaker, with any of these blights for a minor relic. Yeah, the dupe is mostly for flying kills, that's correct. And we definitely want flying kills a lot, so I think it's a good idea to just start on the second floor here and get some damage onto Fel right now. I might even put down Flicker on the bottom floor, so we get a few turns where we are not threatened on this floor. It's not a lot of damage right now, but it gets the statue down and I should make a habit out of playing the Engulfed in Smoke before I play any imps. Because I do want these imps to die. Even this one, I think. Then this guy's the only one who doesn't have stealth. It doesn't matter, to be honest. I can just armor them both. I should have played the other imps first. Looks like we aren't getting that much damage onto Fel, sadly. Still a decent amount, but... At least we do get a clear floor here on the bottom now. Might be worth playing one of the Transcendents on the bottom floor to get these guys dead. So we don't have to deal with this guy hitting our... preventing our hits on Fel. But it's just one guy. We have enough damage anyways, though. And Fel goes to the top floor. Why? Why do you do this to me, Fel? I think that's such a... yeah. So, RNG decided that Fel doesn't need to come to the middle floor more than twice in the battle, so the only reason to actually get the only way to actually get the flight kill is to set up on any other floor but the middle one. That's a bit annoying with things like these. If you are aiming for flight kills, you sometimes have to randomly pick the correct floor to go to. That wasn't great. Let's play the Guardian Smoke on the bottom. Multi-strike with only one arm. Yeah, these deranged brutes are beasts, basically. That wasn't ideal. Probably should have done this a little differently. I gave this guy too much armor. That was a mistake. Didn't find brute. Well, yeah, it was missable. That's definitely true. And now Fel goes to the top floor. Nope. Apparently I just can't find the right floor no matter how much I try. We do have more than enough damage now, so... there we go. Yeah, we need some hidden passage or dripfall action. I mean, Spike of the Hellhorned is more rage, but it's not a good way to gain more rage. So... not great. Pursel's Compound, draw more cards, or more capacity. I think it's more capacity. It's unlikely that we are gonna find a Dripfall or Hidden Passage by the time we meet Seraph, but... Merchant of Trinkets. I still want these Rage Trinkets or double summon effect, so... we see more trinkets here than on the other side. And there's Ashes of the Fallen. And we are happy. And there's Resonant Shard and Scorching Restraint. Let's look at the event first. I think it's definitely Resonant Shard. And now I even think both of them. I mean, the reform wouldn't be terrible. Getting some imps back. But I think we do have enough imps to not really care about the reforms. Once again, not a flying kill, so we don't need to get that much damage stacked up. Just a ton of damage is gonna be enough. With the double summon effect. These guys go crazy out of control. This is pretty funny. Oh, I even have enough room for another imp down here. You think you're tanky, Mr. Living Armor? You think you can survive a hit from my deranged brute? Guess again. Bam! These are some very angry boys. None of these. Too bad we didn't find hidden passage. What is our best way to scale now? I mean, we can't really do a first turn kill. I think that's still a bit missing. A third brew could be fine, but we do have resonant shard as well. So it only brings our rage up from plus 7 damage a stack to plus 9 damage a stack. I could actually spread the damage over the... Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Wait, the Hellhorned was on the other side. I think spreading it over 2 floors should be good enough. Actually, why am I even spending gold? Holdover? Do I want holdover? No, I don't even want holdover. Screw holdover. Screw these relics. Drag and drag can go. Maybe torch instead. Torch and 1 drag can leave the deck. Crushing Demise. Crushing Demise would probably have been a bit better to remove. I still think Liquor goes on the bottom floor. And let's just start with our third floor of Rage. I should probably have played the Engulfed in Smoke, but it doesn't really matter. We want the Imp to die actually. The Drag will just die soon enough. The Brutes on the same floor is just better, isn't it? It's just flat out the better play. And this guy has sweep anyway, so... By the time Seraph comes back to that floor, we should be... Oh, Seraph is already coming back to that floor. I didn't expect that. We didn't draw into Whiplash. This is slightly annoying. We do lack the power to clear the front lines right now. I think we need at least one imp to stay alive, so we can actually buff them up. I mean, this imp has 400 attack, so that counts for something. I will tank some damage with my brute, so I can have the imp hit as well. And crushing demise can, of course, it killed a weak one. I think we could have done the kill that turn if we set that up a little better. Let's try again. But yeah, it makes sense that Seraph goes back to that floor a lot because he wants to purge that floor every turn, so he will go back to that floor every second turn. And I think it makes sense to set up on the top floor so we have more time to deal with these trash units that spawn here. This way we get another Lightwing stat and we can start on another one. And we can also kill off this wave entirely. And need to be careful, if I reduce the Ritual of Battle I miss my chance to play Transcend Imp and that would be bad. It's not that much damage just yet, but we do have 2 more turns to get a kill on the top floor. I should have played the Fletchling Imp first, but it shouldn't matter in the end. This guy will kill all of the imps except the one with armor, and the one with armor will die to these guys, so it doesn't even matter. Now the question is, do I want more of these imps to survive? Not really. And Seraph will go to the top floor to purge the rage, and we will have enough imps to win. With these 2 Transcend Imp. Okay, we already had enough rage anyways, but with these 2 Transcend Imps, we especially have enough. But yeah, top floor was a lot better. These numbers would have been even crazier if it weren't the Clan Seraph dispelling some of our rage. Let's see our score. Still shy of 50,000. We did have all bottom floor kills with no damage taken at all, and we did manage a flying Seraph and even a flying Fell kill, but we didn't have bottom floor Daedalus kill, so that did cost us some points. Still, I think that was a pretty powerful run. That was a lot of fun with all the imps, all the rage. Second page. Still. Stronger enemies after Seraph? Yeah, kinda.